Hi, my name is Autumn.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Elizabeth.
I'm Bryce.
I'm Carly.
And I'm Lindsay. We are from school number 1, and we'll be performing an original play entitled The Last Christmas Coming Home. Terry Connor's home, Christmas Day. Terry, a mother, is preparing her home for her arriving family. She begins setting the table for their Christmas Day dinner. She hears her doorbell ring and excitedly rushes to the door. She opens the door to see her daughter, Addison.
My baby's come back home from college. I was afraid that you weren't going to make it with all the plane delays.
Yeah, I was sure lucky to make it back this year. Anyways, Merry Christmas, Mom. Is Dad here yet?
Not yet. He did call just a few minutes ago and said that he will be here before dinner, hopefully.
All right. I'm gonna sneak into Roman's room and surprise him. I'll be right back.
Oh, no, not now. Rachel is probably taking a nap. She'll be out later. Here, come help me set the table.
Roman. His name is Roman.
Sure.
Mom, come on.
Terry and Addison hear the doorbell ring.
Is that Dad?
Addison walks over to the front door and opens it to be greeted by Whitney, Addison's grandfather. He walks inside the house. Terry goes into the kitchen off stage.
Merry Christmas, darling. Now, where's your mother? I need to talk to her about these tacky Christmas cards she sent out this year.
She just walked into the kitchen.
Addison begins to close the door behind Whitney, but it is stopped by the foot of a Swedish stranger, Misha.
Hello there, I'm Misha.
Misha enthusiastically shakes Addison's hand.
Addison, let me introduce you to my Swedish lover, Misha. I brought her back with me after my trip to Sweden. Most of my friends from Bingo night are out here dropping like flies. But look at me, falling in love with a Swedish goddess.
Alrighty then. Welcome, Misha.
Terry walks back into the dining room and is shocked by the presence of Misha and Whitney.
Oh, Dad. I didn't expect you to be here. I thought you were still in Sweden.
Well, when I heard my grandbaby was probably going to be back from college, I got on the express flight right away to see her.
I'm sorry, but who are you?
Mom, that is Misha. Grandpa's Swedish lover.
Oh, well, isn't that lovely? It's great to have more people join us for dinner. Here, everyone have a seat. We're only waiting for Lee to get here. I'll get more places silverware for you too.
Terry walks back into the kitchen off stage.
I'm not surprised that Lee is late. Heck, I won't be surprised if he doesn't show up at all. Lovely.
Terry walks back into the dining room with extra plates and sets of silverware.
Well, alrighty. The ham's almost done, so hopefully Lee shows up soon so we can dig in. But until then, why don't we all catch up? Misha, how did you meet with me?
Well, I had just gotten done with my job at the club.
Oh, are you a bartender?
Oh, no, dear. I'm an exotic dancer. I could never be a bartender. I'm far too charismatic and religious. Anyways, when I was walking out of the club, Whitney was standing by the door and reached into his bag. My instincts told me it was a gun, so I knocked him out cold. However, on closer inspection, I noticed that it wasn't a gun, it was cash that he was going to tip me with. I felt bad, so I took Whitney to the hospital, and ever since then I haven't left his side.
Dad, didn't you just arrive in Sweden 2 days ago?
Time works differently when you are in love, dear.
I'm gonna go get Roman since dinner's almost ready.
Not right now. We still have time before dinner. Let your sister sleep for a little longer.
Brother.
What did you just mutter?
Brother. I said brother.
Can you not do this right now? We have guests over and I'd like to keep them.
The oven beeps and Terry rushes into the kitchen off stage.
Lord have mercy, the casserole!
Addison, Whitney told me you were in college, is that right?
That's right. I'm a junior.
How fun! What are you, biggie in?
I'm sorry. What do you mean by bigging in?
She's asking what your major is. Got us some slides. She learned English on the plane ride over here.
Oh, okay then. I'm majoring in psychology.
Of course, she picked the most useless topic to major in. I wish you would become a real doctor and help people who are physically hurt, instead of trying to fix some pathetic low-life feelings.
Terry walks back into the dining room with her casserole and begins to serve everyone.
Dinner is served. Now eat up.
Don't you want to wait for Dad and Roman?
Oh, pipe down, Addison. I haven't eaten all day, so don't argue with her.
Addison sits back in her chair. Suddenly the doorbell rings and she jumps up to get the door.
I get it.
Addison opens the door to be greeted by her father, Lee.
Merry Christmas, kid. Heard you're back in town.
I knew that you'd make it.
Hey, you two. Come sit down before your food gets cold.
Lee and Addison walk over and sit down at the dining table.
Mom, do you want me to go get Roman now?
Lee stares at Terry, waiting to see how she'll respond to Addison. Addison notices the awkward glances.
Terry, can I speak to you for a second?
Terry and Lee both stand up and walk away from the table and begin whispering to one another.
What is going on with them? Is something wrong?
They probably are fighting again. I thought the divorce was supposed to prevent this, but I guess not.
When my parents would fight, they would throw salmon at each other until they fell in love again.
Okay then, while they're doing whatever they're doing, I'm gonna go get Roman and tell him that dinner's ready.
Addison gets up from the dining table and walks down the hall to Roman's room off stage.
You didn't tell Addison?
No, I haven't yet. How could I tell her? She'll never come home or speak to me again. I can't lose another child. I just can't.
You need to tell Addison now. Can't believe you. This was your choice to make, and you must deal with the repercussions of it.
Lee storms off from Terry and heads back to the dining table. Terry follows him.
Where did Addison go?
To go get the kid you kicked out of your house 2 weeks ago.
Addison walks back into the dining room on stage and looks concerningly at Terry.
Mom, Roman isn't in his room. Where is he?
Honey, can you sit down? We need to talk to you about Rachel.
Roman, God, how long will it take for you to get this right?
Stop it, Addison. Her name is Rachel. She's my daughter and your sister. Stop letting yourself be involved with her delusions.
Are you serious right now? Can you please just tell me where Roman is?
Rachel doesn't live here anymore.
Your mother couldn't handle your sister's issues anymore, so she thought that it was best if she handled the situation on her own.
You kicked him out? What is wrong with you two? That's your kid. How selfish could you guys
You
be?
did what you had to do, kid.
Dad, why didn't you take him in?
I just started this new relationship. The last thing I need is my kid scaring her off.
Grandpa, did you know about this?
Please, my parents would have kicked me out for a lot less than what your sister did.
What do you mean, did? He did nothing but be himself. I'm disgusted by all of you.
But not Misha?
And Misha.
Okay, that's it. Terry, Misha and I are leaving. I will not have your child say such horrible things to my lover. I thought you would have raised your kids as good as I raised you, but that's obviously not the case. All you did was raise rude lunatics. Misha and I are going back to Sweden.
Winnie and Misha abruptly stand up from the dinner table and rush out the door.
Now look at what you've done, Addison.
What have I done? None of this is my fault. Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't want to lose another child. I knew that if I told you, you wouldn't want to come home or see me again. And please believe me that after I told your sister to leave, I regretted it.
But he's not here! If you truly cared, he would be here. And you didn't lose him. You threw him away into this world because your shallow mind couldn't comprehend that you couldn't keep him under your control any longer. The only child you lost is me.
Addison, you don't mean that, and you have no right to say that. Where were you when this was happening?
You're blaming me for this? I'm sorry that I was at college getting a degree so I can help others like Roman be able to get away and heal from people like you.
Calm down, Addison. You aren't a parent. You don't understand the position we're in.
Position? Do you mean trying to love your own child?
We still love her, but we can't accept behavior like this.
Where are you going?
I need to go find Roman. You two had one job, and that was to raise and protect your children, and you both failed.
Well, we obviously must have failed at parenting if we ended up with 2 children who don't even know what gender they are.
I can't even look you two in the eyes. I hope you guys realize one day how wrong you two are. I need to leave to go find my brother.
Addison walks down and shuts the front door.
Way to go, Terry. You got what you wanted.
What I wanted. This is on you just as much as it is on me. Maybe we could have handled this differently.
You think? I need to leave and have time to think about how I'm going to get Addison to talk to me again. This is the last Christmas that she will probably ever come home again. Congrats on being an amazing mother.
Lee storms out the door. Terry sits down at the table and rubs her hands on her face. Suddenly, her phone rings. She tries to compose herself and gets up to answer the phone.
Hello?
Good evening. Am I speaking to the guardian of Roman Connor?
Yes, this is her and his. This is his mother. I'm Roman's mother. Is he all right?
We're calling to let you know that Mr. Connor passed away this morning at Gracefield Hospital. Terry drops the phone and stands still for a slight moment before dropping to her knees and beginning to sob. Blackout. Thank you.